Hello, Pokemon lovers! Everyone said this Pokemon was useless in Ultra League. No one's using it, no hype, no love. But I decided to test it anyway. This is Shiny Vikavolt and it just fried everything in its path. With Cresselia's bulk, Blastoise charge pressure, and this electric monster, I may have just built the most underrated team in Pokemon Go. Let's dive straight into the battles. So, I'm gonna use Vikavolt as the leader because it's an absolute monster in this league because of his movesets. Now, I'm gonna use my Accessor on Venusaur. You can see it's gonna use so much damage on Venusaur, and yes, they haven't used shield and they have now switched to Caracosta, but I have discharge. So it will gonna affect Caracosta too. That's why I'm saying its moveset is very amazing in this league. I'm switching to Cresselia because Cresselia in back is very good and very useful if you are using Vikavolt in this league because it completely support Vikavolt weaknesses. And now I'm gonna use Grass Knot and it finishes one shot Caracosta. They have switches back to Venusaur. Now I'm gonna use my Moonblast, but definitely they will survive it and they might got an attack. Yes, they got an attack, but definitely I'm not gonna use my shield because Cresselia doesn't even require any shield. I will switch to Vikavolt again so that I can gain some energy by farming down Venusaur, and they have switches to Skeletors, so I'm not able to use my charge attack, but I have Blastoise in the back, which they can't even survive. Now I'm gonna use my shield because it might be a Shadow Ball, and yes, it is a Shadow Ball, so it's a good shield for us. Now I'm gonna use my Hydro Cannon and they have to use their shield, and yes, they have used their shield, and yeah, I can easily get another Hydro Cannon which will finish it off. You can see Vikavolt is a beast, but if you used a wrong team with Vikavolt, then it might be a problem for you. But if you use this team, I can guarantee you that you wanna win so many matches in Ultra League if you are not able to. Now they have again switches to Skeletor. I might have just switched to Blastoise, but I accidentally click on Accessor, no problem. I have Blastoise in the back, so that's why I'm saying if you are gonna use Vikavolt, then you have to use these Pokemons in the back or Pokemon similar to these, because Vikavolt's weaknesses are there in Great League such as Fire type, that is Skeletor, so you have to use at least one water type. Now I'm in a great position in this match and it's definitely gonna be tricky, but they have switches to Feraligatr. Now I have two Hydro Cannons, so I'm saving one Hydro Cannon for Skeletor, and I'm switching to Cresselia and I have Grass Knot, so but they have got the attack. I'm not going to use my shield. I have to save one shield, and they have used Crunch, so no problem. I'm going to use my Grass Knot and they have to use their shield, otherwise it might be over for Feraligatr, and they haven't used their shield. Surprisingly, they want to save their shield for Skeletor. I'm not going to use shield because it's definitely not a Crunch, and yeah, it's a Hydro Cannon, so I'm going to use my Moonblast on Skeletor if it comes. And yes, it is Skeletor, and I'm going to use my Moonblast. Definitely they have to use their shield. Now remember, I have saved one Hydro Cannon for Skeletor and I'm going to use it now. Definitely it's going to finish Skeletor. So you have to do these calculations if your opponent is switching to a different Pokemon or saving a shield like he does in front of Cresselia. And now Hydro Cannon will definitely gonna affect Togekiss, and I have Vikavolt in the back, which is just a formality for this match, and we are gonna definitely win this match. I have a shield winning too, and they have left the battle. That is the best option for them. Now it's tricky because we have got Skeletor in the lead and I am switching to Blastoise. Now why I'm saying use Blastoise if you are using a water type, because many people don't use shield in front of Blastoise, and see, people don't use shield in front of Blastoise. That's why I am saying if you are using a water type Pokemon, it's better to use Blastoise other than anyone like Feraligatr. Now I have done shield. I might not use this, but I want to save my Blastoise because they have Skeletor in the back and my backline is weak against Skeletor. So you have to save your water type Pokemon. Now I'm not going to use shield because yes, I have to save my shield too, and now I have got two Hydro Cannons and I am saving these Hydro Cannons for Skeletor. I have switches to Cresselia and they have done Night Slash, no problem. Cresselia is very tanky Pokemon in Ultra League, and you can definitely takes two moves in Cresselia without using any shield. I'm gonna use my Grass Knot, but they have got their attack. It's very tricky now, and I am taking risk by not using the shield. And yes, we got the Grass Knot, and now they have to use their shield or Greninja is over, and they have used their shield. Now I'm gonna switch to Vikavolt, and if they're gonna call their Skeletor, so I'm gonna switch to Blastoise. I'm not gonna use my shield. I want to save at least one shield, and they have used Skeletor, and I'm gonna use my Hydro Cannons, two Hydro Cannons, and yes, Skeletor will definitely gonna finish. I'm gonna use one more rollout so that I can gain at least some energy of Blastoise for Greninja. And yes, Skeletor is over. Now Greninja is remaining, and I have got no, it's the CMP tie. I'm gonna use my shield now, and yes, Greninja is definitely gonna finish, and we have won this battle too. You can see that if you use right combination with Vikavolt, it's very good in Ultra League. Now it's time for the next battle. It's again Vikavolt versus Togekiss. So it's a very good matchup for us because we have discharge on Vikavolt, and its fast move also taking damage on Togekiss. So I'm gonna use my discharge, and now they have to use their shield. And yes, they have used their shield. Now I'm gonna switching to Blastoise because I need my Vikavolt to be available throughout the match. So I'm gonna use my shield here just in case. And yes, it's a bad shield, I know. And they have got Cresselia, but they are doing Psychic on Cresselia. In my opinion, Psycho Cut is far better on Cresselia if you are using in Ultra League. So don't use Psychic on Cresselia. Now I have done two Hydro Cannon. Now I'm gonna switch to my Vikavolt because we have Accessor on Vikavolt, and they have to use their shield. But it's Moonblast. Why Moonblast? I don't know. It should be Grass Knot, and I have done my Accessor, and if they haven't used shield, Cresselia will be over, but they have used the shield. Now I'm gonna switch back to my Blastoise because I have one Hydro Cannon on it, and yes, we got the Hydro Cannon, and definitely it's gonna finish Cresselia. And now it's time for the next Pokemon, or they should call, and yes, they have called Togekiss back, so I'm gonna use Hydro Cannon again. And yes, we have got one more rollout before doing Hydro Cannon, which will gonna save the game, I think. And they have Carbominable. I think it will finish the game for them because we are going to at least get one more Hydro Cannon because they are throwing Bubble Beam, so they have to use their charge attack. And now we have Cresselia in the back, so they might left out the battle after seeing the Cresselia, but they are not lefting out, so it's good for us. And it's a CMP tie, no problem. We are gonna still win the match. It's an Ice Punch, not gonna affect Cresselia too much. It's a Grass Knot, it will gonna finish. And yes, we have won this match too. It's a very solid team, please use it. Now again it's Vikavolt versus Salamence, and now wait, they switched to Dialga, so I am getting energy of Vikavolt and then switching to Blastoise. I get this energy so that I can use it in later half of the battle. You have to use these type of tactics if you wanna win more matches. Now I am gonna use my Hydro Cannon, and I think I am able to get at least one more Hydro Cannon before their charge attack. And if we are able to, it's very good for us, and yes, we are able to. And now they have to use their shield if they want their Dialga, and yes, they have used the shield, so I am thinking that I should use my another shield because one Hydro Cannon will gonna finish it, and I am gonna do at least one more Hydro Cannon. And if they don't use their shield, it will finish Dialga, and yes, they haven't used their shield. Now they call against Salamence, so I am able to get at least an Hydro Cannon, and which is definitely very good for us. And they have used their shield, so their no shield is remaining, so I am switching to Cresselia because one Moonblast will definitely gonna finish Salamence because it's a dragon type Pokemon, and they have done fly and not gonna affect us. And we got the Moonblast, and yes, it will gonna finish Salamence in one attack, and yes, it is. Now the last Pokemon is Tyranitar, so I have switched to Vikavolt. I mistakenly use discharge, no problem. I think I am able to get Accessor, and yes, we are able to get it, so it definitely gonna finish Tyranitar, and yeah, we got the match. So, Vikavolt absolutely clutched it. Didn't expect that performance from such a forgotten pick. If you made it this far, comment shiny power so I know you are a real one. And hey, if you love spicy off meta teams, hit that like and subscribe button. More hit is coming. See you all in the next one.